what's happening, Squanto Nation. So we've got PVC brick molding. Well, it's a base molding here. So I got to set these outer edges. I've already got them dry fitted. I've got these triangles cut and dry fit so that they can maneuver. Each one of these are angled. I know it looks kind of crappy, but that's what you see, and that's even going to be finished even more with a hand sander, sponge sander with really just folded up orbital 4.5. But this is just roughed in for now. I'll get it literally paper tight. So before I go and get into this, oh yeah, and my right wing on my compound saw was all the way out. When I cut this board, I let the right side go to grab, to let the head go, because I'm a righty and all that happened. So that fell, so I'm gonna have to use this, but it don't matter, because I mean, once you get that set, you can't even see the shadow of the cut. You know, it's not set correctly yet, but it'll be hidden and it'll be sealed tight. So for right now, the only thing I don't have cut is that the wing here for the triangle, and the triangle for the rear and the right side. I've already done the rear left and the left side. I just don't want to cut into that until I know exactly how much I'm gonna get when I end up, because it's moving all around, and the triangles can move into the cuts, so I can get it nice and perfectly tight. But yeah, it's a quagmire. I've had to shave down into these, which I will seal again. You know, cut them out. I've had to sand these lips in here, and I'll probably have to sand it some more. But actually, no, I've already got those edges done. But yeah, these outer corners pop out for some reason. They make your board go out. This, as you can see, just isn't the same width, because the shower does this weird thing. So I made my board give the same reveal up this corner, which will hide this offset. See how it kind of like slims down? But we want this line to be nice and tight and parallel with our nice molding. And always want every seam to be absolutely perfectly. Get this thing up there. There we go. So you just want every seam to be just flawless, you know? But I can't really, now that I've got everything where I want it. Now I just got to install these two verticals, get them done, and then I'll start on my left. Well, I'll get my, I may even set, no, I can't set that because I gotta, yeah, I knew, anyway. I'll do what I did over here. I'll get these two wings, the two moldings cut for my triangle pieces, and then I'll set them. You're gonna end up only being able to see the back side of me, and it's just gonna be in the way. So I'm trying to get it so there's a good view. The actual work that we're doing here, maybe that just stand back right where it was. Okay, I just need a drink real quick. I'm parched. Go over to the biohazard. I love that. I actually have a lot of stickers, but I'm saving it for my next. I have another one of these stickers, but I used to have a dartboard that had all of my truck and four-wheeler upgrade stickers and all of my bow parts and tools and toys stickers that I get when I buy things. And it had all my deer tags, the tags for every one of my kills hanging on it. It was a really cool dartboard. I loved it right to death. I actually made the big panel so that you couldn't hit the wall. You'd always hit the backer board. That burnt down. But I have a lot more stickers that I was supposed to. Kind of ran out of room, but I don't know. I'll make a new one at some point. But right now, this has to be every bit of my attention. So let's get let's. Where are you, buddy? Right there. Some Loctite. Get a couple of these. Okay. Well, looks like I already have one open. We'll have to drill it. No, sir. Says I have to go run it on the wire brush, but I don't have it set up all the way, so I'd rather just drill it out, to be honest. Okay. All right, we got some sloppy stuff coming out. Let's bring it to the trash can. There's no sense to I don't want to bust the seal in the rear. See how it's slowly coming out faster? Just go slow. Let that junk get out of there. There we go. We're into some good stuff. Sorry about that. Let me make sure you've got high and low view. Much better. I'm going to start on the left side because that's where I started the actual project. Tell you, I've had to do quite a bit of cuts. These are compound miter beveled, so they're a 3-degree angle on a 45-degree miter. So it's like it's a coped miter, 3-degree coping with a 45-degree angle. And that's because these are thinner here and thicker up here, so they need to be coped into each other. I am just Just making sure I have my right set here. Yes, if I do this and this, then I can have a solid for my right side. But we have to get an actual. And the only way to do it is to make sure it's set and forget. So, we'll do one board at a time here. Start kicking it off. I'm just adding sealant so that in the future, even if water does slip underneath the seam, it'll just be met by highly resistant poly. And whenever you use stuff like this, always get your Pro Strength gallon goof off. And you want to get brand new white rags. This one's an old used one. Well, it's not old, but I just used it. This jug is old. That jug is probably 3 years old. I used to buy in bulk and I'd get a big discount, so it really, saved me some money and I was happy with it. But that was back when I had a bigger company. I've had to slow down a little bit for my health and for my long-term financial security. I need to set up my own apartments. Buy dirt. That's all I got to tell you. Buy as much dirt as they'll let you buy. And then once you're done, keep buying more. The more land you own, the more financially secure you'll be. Okay, and of course we're going to seal the top end of these when we paint again, but I'm just coming through and making sure everything is top notch. Found a little slit there, cut that off. There we go. A little chunky poo. Ooh, my knee is just a popping. Telling you. Oh, probably by the time I'm 40, I won't get a knee replacement until I'm about 40, and then it'll be all the way gone. And that knee will just be completely shredded. Okay. I like that set. What I'm going to do, just going to put a bead right on this rear side. Small bead, not really even a bead, it's just kind of a thin line. That will, one, it'll help it stay, kind of give it the glue and screw effect, but it'll also keep the moisture out, hopefully. Okay. Come on. Get off my finger there. Jeez, crow. All right. Grab all that extra. Well, that wasn't nice. My poor tape measure didn't deserve that. Okay. Get rid of that glue there. So, we've got, it's all glued up. Set that in. Okay. Where'd my knife go? take this goof off. Yeah, I don't see anything, but let's just make sure, right? Why not? Okay. Now basically, this stuff, one second. Basically, this stuff is set now because of that lock, 0-second grab. I'm just tapping it in, making sure that it's set. Alright, so now I can just, I really don't even want to nail it. To be honest, I'd rather not, but it's going to need a few nails, unfortunately. I guess, to be honest, I could caulk it in right now with this 0-second grab and it would not move. You'd have to cut it out. But there's a couple of spots that just need a little bit of help. Okay, so I'm going to dry there. Something like that, right? Just going to drive. Pull that up just a hair. Okay. And man, don't I love that reveal right there. Beautiful. Lovely. Okay, so now we're just setting this top. Let's bring you guys back up. See what that does. Oh, spin you around here. And I'm going to drop it. Okay. Sorry about the camera, but I don't have a cameraman. I'm just trying to show you how you can set this molding. I probably should have just used a vise, but maybe some pressure, like tension boards up here. Just set it and put, 2 by whatever boards to hold it tight. But okay, so this we want to get very locked in. We need that angle nice. Okay. So, yeah. So this is what it looks like. There's so many different angles. Even these angles have angles. Reciprocating compound miter saw is what that you use to cut those. We just had a fart. Holy moly. That one farted out everywhere. Oh man. Ugh. Okay. You know what? I think I should wait. Actually, I'm having second thoughts here. I really think I should probably wait to cut this. Wait to install it, because I think I should cut the other side first. And the only reason I say that is because I want to be able to set my triangles so they won't move. And I need them to be set really well with glue behind them. And I have to bring them in, so I got to set it all together and then kind of move it around and tack it in as we go. Whoa! Alright, I'm just going to clean this. Let's clean that stuff up. Yep. Okay. Wow, what a mess. Okay. All right. So, yeah, I mean, I like that set, but what it's doing, this board, I need it to be able to move. I guess I don't. That was the whole point. Yeah, I need this board set. See, there's no one here to talk to, so I don't have people to wrap my brain with. So I kind of talk to you guys, I guess. Just talk to the phone. Because I'm used to having a crew with me and going over this stuff as I do it to make sure I'm, you know, keep me in line. Because I'll just go and forget and go, oh crap. You know, that's always been my lifelong lesson is patience. So as I've gotten older, I've learned to be more patient, but sometimes I think that everything's okay, so I keep going, and then all of a sudden I realize, nope, that wasn't okay. So, and they always say measure twice, cut once. I think about making the cut 15 times, measure it 40, and then cut 2. Because I always shave into my coping and, you know, my miters. I always go small because you never know, one little tiny, when you set it against something, if there's just a little bowl or a dip or anything, it'll set the wood grain off and it'll move your angle just a ½ an inch, and then, you know, then it's not paper tight. They don't have to be paper tight, I'm just saying, why not try to make it paper tight in my eyes. Say, give it a try. Not gonna hurt anybody to try. Alright. So, just setting this top horizontal. I'm not setting the triangle. But I still want to leave just a little bit of set sealant to set it. Get this board in tight. Okay. I'm quite happy with that. Now I need to sand this down. Take some old paper that's worn out, or you can grab your fancy grit. I just use what I have in front of me. Alright, I got that little chafer right there. Gotta remember when you're doing carpentry, you know, it's final, it's absolute. There is nothing that's going to change after, unless you do more carpentry, you see. So, I always think of that and just think, well, how do I want this to look forever, right? Try to make it somewhat appealing, and technically correct, as in, like with carpentry, technical, basic, you know, just the basics of carpentry. You want to be making sure that you're doing stuff the right way. All right. Look at that. That's a beautiful set. Get in there. This 0-second grab does not play. When it grabs, it does not want to let go. Okay. I'm just setting this lower seal here. This is just to make sure that no water will get in behind it. Later on, I will seal the front as well with some nice finish sealant, you know, bathroom and kitchen sealant. But for right now, I want to make sure the rear behind everything is sealed tight. I need a new rag. Knife. I like to take these and just cut them up like that. Usually have someone hold the other end, but don't matter. So you can take one rag and you end up getting 4 different jobs out of it, and your rags last 4 times longer. You get a tiny little piece of caulk in there, then the whole rag's done. So at least you get 4 different chances at a clean, beautiful, nice, perfect rag every time. That's the goal. Alright, so let's just clean this PVC up a little bit. Make sure there's no boogers, tails, and trails. And grab any of that exposure. That's perfect. Just absolutely perfect. Okay. Tack her in. I'm not going to tack the rear end yet, just because I know it's going to try to play rough hardball with me. Ooh! They need a better bump for these. When we do these angles, it's just like something, man. Something different. Always does that. Okay. That's set there at least. We can set this triangle in. Wow. That is a nice tight set right there. Okay. Set this one as well. Just get a good, beautiful set here. Lovely. Okay, so now we'll do the same thing on this side. Perfect. These shelves just never work very well. They're not deep enough, really, to be honest, and that's why I'm putting these triangle shelves up. Because big bottles, people like to grab the big bottles, and the big bottles usually don't fit on those. So, all right, we're getting a good set there. Let's make sure we're cleaned up everywhere. Get a good rag on this. Okay. That goof off just cleans off all the pencil marks and hand marks. Okay, and before I set anything, I'll make sure none of my old sealant from when I set the shower isn't here. I'm gonna clean that off. I've already given it a pre-cut, but just making sure. All right. I'll add some sealant. This sealant, again, water protection. Making sure no water will get in behind anything. Definitely pull a line on my outer edge. This is kind of like a flat line. It's just to give it some adhesion, to be honest. And obviously water protection. If you think about it, that's really what a carpenter is at the end of the day. Just a professional water protector. Building homes, always making sure water runs away from your belongings, house, everything, let it dry. Okay. Don't move now. Let's give it some love taps here. Really, this is just making sure that my sealant isn't moving my molding at all. Okay, and as you can see, I don't know if you can see this, but it's pushed out some of the excess, and that's what we want. We want that removed. So now, make sure I can grab that. That's good, so I'm just going to set it. Now, okay. Get that damn thing in there. Got a little excess right here. Ready? Alright. Drive. Perfect. Really. Make sure we don't have any ribbons. Extra nails. Really, to be honest, sometimes they do hurt, but for this one, I'm just trying to keep everything installed for a long time. And protected. Protected, protected. Okay. So. All right. Okay, and I'm not sealing any finished sealant right now. So there will be gaps and cracks. That's absolutely fine. I'm just getting all the boogers and the excess that pops out. Okay, so we're in there. Now we need to cut. So, as you can see, we need this side to be cut like this side, right? So it's cut straight and then it's angled there with a drill bit, and then I just hone it out. So that's what I'll do now. Here we go. I'll catch you at the next step. Thanks for watching. Main Man Squanto, out.